Hi, this is Kichang in Group 2. For this week's Activity 1, I'll talk about setting norms and rules in the classroom. These rules can be applied to students of all ages, but I think it is particularly important to elementary school students. One of the most important rules that teachers should set in the classroom is being respectful. Among these rules, students should first learn that they need to respect their teachers by listening to them carefully and following directions immediately instead of fooling around during the class. This is especially important for creating productive and effective learning environment for everyone. Second, students should learn that they need to respect peers. Too often, problems arise when students tease one another and touch others or their belongings without their permission. Therefore, students explicitly need to be taught that they are not allowed to make negative comments and they should keep hands to themselves. Third, students should learn that the school properties such as desks that they are using are not truly owned by them, and they should use them appropriately with caution. In sum, students should be taught to respect others as they would respect themselves. The second important rule to set in classroom is to be responsible. Teachers can explain to students that different people have different jobs and responsibilities. Teachers teach, singers sing, and chefs cook. Students study so teachers can put emphasis on putting hard work and completing homework on time. Teachers can further create homework do and don't charts to help remind students about the importance of doing homework properly. Likewise, teachers can make analogy and ask students what soldiers must bring to battlefields. If students give the correct answer, teachers can explain that soldiers who forget to bring essential materials such as weapons and guns are likely to lose battles and even die. Similarly, students must not forget to bring essential materials such as textbooks and writing supplies in order to properly learn in the classroom. The third important rule to set in the classroom is to be safe. Teachers should explicitly ban students from running in the classroom and hallways. Teachers should explain how common objects in the classroom, such as desks, can easily cause serious injuries to students who are running in the classroom. In fact, one of my former students broke his tooth when he fell to the ground after running in the hallway, and the other student bled a lot and had to take 15 stitches after banging his forehead to the edge of a round desk during recess. These stories may be shared with students to highlight the danger of running in the classroom and hallways. Last but not least, teachers should strive to set a norm where all students wash their hands properly before eating snacks for lunch. Even many adults, including some teachers, neglect this important factor, but many young children with low immune systems tend to get affected by germs. Teach students that they should wash their hands thoroughly with soap for 20 seconds or sing Happy Birthday song twice instead of just quickly wetting their hands with water for 2 seconds, which can be found among many young students, unfortunately. Thank you for listening.
Student involvement is really important when coming up with the rules. I like to call it essential agreements as everyone agrees on them. Students share and discuss what rules they believe are important to have in the classroom. Students who contribute to making the rules are more likely to remember them and therefore are more likely to follow them. And if they don't follow them, at least they remember. So if there is any type of punishment for not following the rules, they knew what they were and it was very clear to them. While reading The Art and Science of Teaching, Manzano stated, some evidence shows that the utility of rules and procedures is enhanced if students have input into their design. Here are 3 samples of students' involvements. As you can see, students signed their names under the essential agreement, showing that they understand and are aware of what the agreements are of the classroom.
Hi guys, Owen here again. Today I am going to discuss some common procedures that are in place in my classroom. I believe it is important to have clearly defined procedures as it gives clarity to the students and also enables them to develop good habits. So, number 1, line up in an orderly fashion. As you know, students get very excited when the bell rings or when it is time to leave school, etc. For lower grades especially, it is very important that students know how to line up properly when entering or leaving the classroom. We have a fixed lineup where each student knows their position. This allows students to enter or leave the classroom in a calm manner, rather than rushing in or out in groups. Adhering to this procedure reflects well on the students and also on the teacher. Number 2. Putting journals in the pocket chart. In our class, students do a weekly English journal. Rather than collecting the journals one by one from the students, I prefer to allow them to put their journals in our pocket chart on a Monday morning. As soon as students enter class on a Monday, they will take the journals from their bag and place them in the pocket chart. This procedure enables trust to be built between the students and the teacher. Each child knows their responsibility, and they are also aware that they will be rewarded with Class Dojo points if they stick to this procedure. Number 3. Students to help weaker students if they finish their work early. There are many varying abilities among students in the classroom. Weaker students sometimes require extra help. We have a simple procedure in our classroom whereby students who finish their work early will give assistance to other children who may be struggling. This procedure is termed the silent helper. Students who are ahead of schedule will actively seek out classmates who may require extra help. Once everybody is up to speed, the silent helper will return to his or her desk. What are some of the procedures in your classroom? Thank you for listening, guys. Eoin.